Hello, this is Jordan Anderson, and I'm doing my week 8 reflection. This week we got to learn the MuMate um, case study where a lady developed a healthy, nutritious drinking product. And so this week I actually got to learn how to do negotiation terms between the founding company and the possible venture capitalist, or a way to raise the money in order to expand the business. So I thought it was really interesting how the venture capitalist was really wanting to jump on board and be a part of it. And so in this particular instant, it made it really easy to kind of negotiate on terms. Um, it all started with just the normal standard terms, like this is normally kind of drawn in the middle. And then the founders were, I played on the founder side of well, how it was more unfavorable with the founders. And we pretty much came to agreement on a win-win situation, and that we could, at a later future when things do change, that we can go back and renegotiate the contract so that everybody still continues to win-win, that everybody felt like they were treated accordingly, that not one side dominated over the other. So to how I can apply this into my daily life, it's every individual has wants and needs, and it goes about of how we can communicate and come to an agreement, like what is most important to me versus the least things that are not near as important to me, and how I'm able to adjust those to meet the needs of others and eventually come to terms. In a daily life, we do it every day with every individual that we come in contact. We always negotiate, whether it's our time to communicate with that individual or it's actually trying to accomplish a certain task. So I thought that was really helpful to learn. The exercise was a bit of a challenge, trying to figure out how to compile it all together and put it together, but after working with the other individuals, it made it a little bit more understanding to look at the numbers and kind of set a range, if you will, of what would work and what wouldn't work. And then pretty much just make sure you hit your targets within those ranges. I thought it was really valuable information how we understood what we needed to break even, and how much shares we were willing to give up, and for how long of a period it would take to pay that back, and also to negotiate on the terms of, do we get all the money up front or not. I think another term of helping with negotiations is when there's multiple offers, not just one. If it was one, then they would feel empowered that, well, this is either a bad deal or we're the only deal, so you're stuck with our deal. Versus if there's multiple offers, then you can kind of pick and choose, and you can kind of persuade the other one to give in a little bit more or adjust it a little bit more to meet your negotiating terms. It's not like, well, if they're not willing to negotiate, well, that's okay, because you got other offers that you could be, spending your time with, so you don't feel like you're completely wasting your time on just, well, if I can't get it right, then oh well, I'm done and finished. And I think that applies to everyday life as well. It's, you're not waiting on one person to really make things happen. It's, you got to make a decision, and you need to decide on who you need to involve in your daily decision. And ultimately, in my personal life, it is my spouse. She is the ultimate decision maker. If we can't agree on something, then often it never happens, and we come up with other ways to negotiate. So anyways, I appreciate for this learning opportunity, and we'll see what next week brings. Thanks, and have a good one.